Here are 30 recent world news headlines. Floods in Spain cause at least 95 deaths. At least 95 people died after severe floods hit the Valencia region in eastern Spain following torrential rains. North Korea launches intercontinental ballistic missile amid calls to withdraw from Russia. North Korea launched an intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM, into the waters off its east coast. U.S.-South Korea hold missile interception drills. The U.S. and South Korean militaries conducted live-fire air drills to demonstrate their commitment to maintaining a strong defensive stance. Vietnam's Prime Minister begins official visit to Qatar. Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh and his delegation arrived in Doha, beginning an official visit at the invitation of Qatar's Prime Minister. Vietnam's Prime Minister meets with Qatar Investment Authority Chairman. Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh met with the Qatar Investment Authority IA Chairman and its Director of Investment for Asia and Africa. Saudi Arabia Energy Group pledges $5 billion investment in Vietnam. Saudi Crown Prince and Prime Minister Mohammed bin Salman stated that Aqua Power is prepared to invest $5 billion in Vietnam. Vietnam's Prime Minister conducts key engagements in Saudi Arabia. As part of an official visit to Saudi Arabia, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh participated in significant discussions with Saudi leaders. Vietnam's Prime Minister meets Pakistan's Prime Minister in Saudi Arabia. During his visit to Saudi Arabia, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh held talks with Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. Vietnam's Prime Minister attends the 8th Future Investment Initiative Conference. Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh delivered a key speech at the Future Investment Initiative Conference. North Korea reportedly completes preparations for nuclear test. South Korean officials report that North Korea has completed preparations for a nuclear test. Elon Musk reportedly building a secret residence for his family. Elon Musk is rumored to be building a $35 million complex for his family, including 11 children and 2 of their mothers. Ukraine plans to enlist an additional 160,000 soldiers. Ukrainian officials announced a plan to recruit an additional 160,000 soldiers in the next 3 months. How the 2024 U.S. presidential election will be conducted. The upcoming presidential election in the United States, scheduled for November 5th, is the culmination of nearly 2 years of electoral procedures. Taiwan's semiconductor industry monitors U.S. election closely. Taiwan's semiconductor sector is closely watching the U.S. election, as the outcome could have significant implications for the industry. Pentagon warns U.S. weapons stockpile is depleting due to aid to Ukraine. The Pentagon revealed that military aid to Ukraine has highlighted challenges in maintaining and enhancing the U.S.'s ammunition reserves. President Putin oversees nuclear deterrence exercise. Russian President Vladimir Putin supervised a nuclear deterrence training exercise from the Kremlin's Situation Room. South Korean President speaks with Ukrainian President. The leaders of South Korea and Ukraine agreed to hold strategic consultations in response to growing military cooperation between Russia and North Korea. Unprecedented storms devastate global regions. Recent storms, including one in Valencia, Spain, have caused extensive damage, marking an unusual pattern of extreme weather worldwide. U.S. reaffirms nuclear support to South Korea. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin affirmed the U.S.'s readiness to support South Korea with both nuclear and non-nuclear military capabilities. Donald Trump drives garbage truck in election campaign gesture. Trump used the act to respond to President Biden's comments likening his supporters to trash. North Korea fires long-range ballistic missile. North Korea launched an intercontinental ballistic missile off its east coast as tensions escalate. Chairman of AstraZeneca China investigated. AstraZeneca confirmed that its chairman in China is cooperating with an investigation but did not clarify whether he is in detention. Several U.S. newspapers silent in 2024 presidential election coverage. Some major U.S. newspapers, traditionally vocal during presidential elections, have taken a noticeably quieter stance this year. Spain deploys troops after deadly floods. Spain deployed emergency forces in the Valencia region, following heavy rains and flooding that left dozens dead. China's giant seaplane passes rigorous flight test. The world's largest seaplane, developed by China, passed a challenging test, moving closer to commercial deployment. Trump-Harris clash intensifies ahead of U.S. election. Ahead of the upcoming election, Kamala Harris stated her commitment to prioritizing national interest over partisan politics. South Korea says North Korea may soon conduct nuclear test. South Korea's officials noted that North Korea has completed preparations for a nuclear test. Elon Musk, rumored to be building luxury housing for his family. Reports suggest that Elon Musk is secretly constructing a $35 million complex for his family members. U.S. tightens security measures before the election. Battleground state officials are preparing for potential misinformation and conspiracy theories as the U.S. presidential election approaches. Iran's missile production continues despite Israeli airstrikes. Iran's defense minister stated that the country's missile production remains unaffected by recent Israeli airstrikes.